It's Week 16, and we've got an NFC East rematch. New York goes for 3 in a row over Philadelphia, but the G-Men have only won 2 of the last 10 in the series. The Giants and Eagles are coming your way next.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Giants and the Philadelphia Eagles. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our 2 quarterbacks, certainly 2 of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now Allen. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. The numbers for him from a week ago: 5 catches, 52 yards.
And I'd certainly expect them to use him quite a bit because he runs excellent routes, has good hands, and knows how to get open.
They're going to run it with their receiver, Evans. Evans, fast footwork, and he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant 1st down. These 2 teams met at MetLife Stadium earlier this year with the Giants winning that one. So they're trying to win here in Philadelphia to capture the season series. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
I've heard you say that so much of being a great inside linebacker is diagnosis. And that time he diagnosed things instantly, made a beeline for the football.
And sometimes all your best laid plans of play design, your X's and O's, they can't always account for individual effort defensively. And this was one of those times. Just a terrific play to hustle over there and get the running back to the ground.
And according to Next Gen Stats, his top speed on that one better than 20 miles an hour.
Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant. Throwing on 1st down is Allen. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage. Got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride. He was able to run free after the catch.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time.
Where did he go?
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. To throw, it's Allen. That's complete to Dissly, the tight end. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they get 5 there on 3rd 3rd and 2. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And he's got it. And he's brought down.
And oftentimes we think about statement drives in the second halves of games, especially in the fourth quarter. But here, it's happening early. A definite statement. They've held on to the ball for a healthy portion of this first quarter already.
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Cam Akers, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Giants take it right down and score on the opening drive. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over.
Will be led out by their Pro Bowl quarterback. 3rd season now out of Oklahoma, the former #1 overall pick, of course, Kyler Murray.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stand an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 6 catches, 96 yards, and a touchdown. On play action, it's Murray.
And now has 12 touchdowns on the season, which tells you he's doing more than his share of great route running and finding ways to get open and putting the ball in the end zone.
He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
These two teams getting a couple of late season tilts this year. Their first meeting was not too long ago, back in week 12. This, the second meeting between these two division rivals. You might recall they met earlier in the year.
Sliding out of the pocket. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray. They'll roll him out right. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And that is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Play fake. Murray. He'll buy some time right. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. 23 yards on the play.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a first down.
On the move to his left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. From the gun, Murray. And he will find his man on the outside. Touchdown! Justin Jefferson with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Personally, for him, a great opening drive. He had 3 catches, including the touchdown.
That felt like tremendous scouting, great film watching, and creating a game plan to start this off, not only to get him involved, but to send a message to the defense. You can have a lot to handle in this one.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get Scouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Now a man open down the middle of the field, and they get him
my
down, but not
defense
before
just
he
ain't
takes it
good.
across the 40-yard line.
Nigga had all the
Second
time in
catch for him
the
today to
world.
wind up a first down.
Like, come on, what more can I do?
Here's Allen to throw it. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the
whole
45.
game.
They'll contain him
Nigga
to
just don't miss a
second down.
pass. It's unbelievable.
To the air, Allen. Short throw to Disley. And shedding a man
Look
at
at
the
this.
40. And he is out of bounds, but not
It's
before
crazy.
he's inside the 30. 25 yards there on the catch and run. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Now Allen going to give this one to Cam Akers. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Not something you want to see in week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back.
Nigga don't miss. It ain't, I don't know how niggas
And
is
Charles,
beating
this
him.
defense, I have to imagine, kind of
Like,
looking at its
he
chops
don't
when
miss
you get a
a
chance to face a
pass.
team that's lost 3 straight.
And my surprise was listening to their head coach in his weekly presser, because normally you and I see guys that get up there and say, everybody's a threat any given Sunday, that sort of thing.
Me.
But he was asked if this might be a trap game, and he essentially said he didn't see anything to worry about. Now, normally you say that to your team, but you don't tell us. You
They
definitely
going
don't say it
for
to
it on
the
4th and 2.
On 4th down, Joe Judge makes the decision. They're going for it. They'll run for it with Akers.
Niggas run for it on 4th down.
To the 19-yard line. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed.
Unbelievable.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And the Giants are going to be set up with the 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. Another good completion.
4th and 2, they go for
have a
it.
1st down. Throwing now is Allen. That's caught left side by the tight end, Jordan.
Nigga just promised me up.
They were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
Second down and goal. Allen. And he's got his big tight end here.
Fuck.
Touchdown, Giants. Will Disley, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Giants have taken the lead.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early
close to
and found him
missing
for a
a pass.
touchdown.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
So back onto the field here come the Eagles for their second drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails, because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Buying time to his left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Cook. And he goes out right around the 39.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. Basketball players somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side.
I lost. It's over. I done lost.
Carlton Davis picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
And they worked this out past the 25. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. Now Allen.
Somebody get him.
He's airing it out for Williams. Got his man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
Unbelievable.
Yards and another first down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts.
God.
As they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
I can't beat the computer. I can't beat Josh Allen. This nigga doesn't miss a pass.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. This is caught by Evans. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. And a nice gain at 21 yards. Allen now on first down. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
So much of this game is focus and concentration. And whenever I see guys running the in route, I know that in the back of their mind, they're always wondering who's lurking inside that might put a big hit on them as they try and catch the ball.
Now Allen again. They'll set up the screen here to Akers. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Throwing is Allen on third. Short throw to Disley. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Gonzalez's kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to...
And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. The Eagles offense making their way back out as we take a look at the playoff picture in the NFC.
And for them right now, not a done deal. They are holding down one of the final 3 wild card spots with 2 weeks to go. But there are others, Charles, kind of nipping at their heels a bit.
And Brandon, it's always worth keeping in mind, and I have to keep writing it down for myself. Remember, it's 7 teams in each conference now making the playoffs. So that brings more important games to the end of the season. So in theory, more teams alive for postseason berth later in the year.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Murray off play action. Being chased out left. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Play action. Now it's Murray. Rolling to his right.
And he's got this to Jefferson.
Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. First and 10 at the 29-yard line. Murray now on 1st down. Rolling to his left. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown.
Terrace Marshall.
They might call that back the way
Career NFL touchdown. And the Eagles are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is down to a field goal. So that drive, 4 plays. And it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And you wonder if with Allen's arm, they might just take their chances by dialing up a long one.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. So we come upon halftime here with the visiting Giants. And just like that, on we head to half number 2.
Both these teams making their final halftime adjustments. We're just about ready to get back to football. So for the call of the second half, we get back up to Philadelphia and Brandon Gaudin.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these 2 teams as we come back for this second half. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Eagles ready to go on offense to begin this 3rd quarter. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. And what's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game.
Jones hit and the ball's out. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. And they came out of the locker trailing. Not a good way to start this second half with their first drive.
Can't imagine that the discussion at halftime encompassed this at all. In fact, I'm sure they talked about, okay, kind of wipe the slate clean, start the second half, and let's go out and play the way we know that we can. That's not a great example of it.
They didn't envision that. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Allen following the fumble recovery. Got his man. It's Williams. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. I respect both sides on that play, CD. For him to be able to hold on to that football and the impressive tackle, wow.
Did you notice the look between the 2 of them as they came off the ground? That look did say the word respect.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end.
No pressure whatsoever. And then if I pressure him, they're going to throw a touchdown.
First catch at a 1st down.
Now a toss running left, Akers.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. A.J. Boye up to make the tackle. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, That would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Allen firing quickly here, and that's complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down. As that was not an easy one to
I gotta
hold
be
on to.
careful.
Gonzalez's kick is good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So they wind up turning the turnover into points as they convert there for 3.
Yeah, that was a nice job there to force the fumble. They recover, hand things over to their offense, and then the offense went down and got them 3. That alone, that's not enough to win a game, but both units able to do their jobs on these last 2 drives.
The Eagles coming out as they get ready. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Sliding out of the pocket. That's complete to his running back, Jefferson. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. 1st down, Murray. Out to his left. Wide open, it's Marshall, complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
It's another 1st down as they bite off 23 more on that one.
A couple of 1st downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move
Why
on
do
1st
they
down.
think you got the game? I don't understand this.
On play action, it's Murray. They'll roll him out right. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown.
Justin Jefferson
With his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Eagles are now just an extra point away from grabbing the lead. The extra point splits the uprights, and that will put them on top here in the 3rd. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away.
This one fielded at the 5. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Josh Allen leads the offense out for their next possession. He's hoping to channel his first half play. They had the lead at halftime, was playing well. Flip the script here in the 3rd quarter a little bit.
I think he misses the Pee Wee days, you know, when you just got the orange slice at halftime, right? And remember, weren't any real adjustments then, right? You weren't looking at some tape, right? You weren't looking at stuff off of the surface tablets. You just went back out and played. Right now, maybe the adjustments have caught up to him.
We'll see. Maybe he just needs a couple orange slices here for this drive. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Allen. That's out to the flat for Akers. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down. On play action, Allen.
No pressure.
Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes.
Defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on third down. Allen. And that will be incomplete. Something of a rare incompletion. Remember, Charles, last week under 50% throwing the football. That's what he was, but he has turned that around in this game.
But last week was what's commonly known as a fluke. For him to be under 50%, not normal, not the usual. But to be up over 80%, that's extra time in practice, and that's throwing with extra confidence as well.
Upon a 46, a return of 5. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10.
Now Kyler Murray ready to get back under center.
And after trailing at halftime, he's got his guys in the lead, 3 touchdowns. His hot play from the first half, it's continued here in the third quarter.
And that's what you love to see, is that things didn't cool off at the halftime, didn't have that sense of self-satisfaction. I played a great game so far, I'm good. Continuing to play well, obviously wants to win.
Yeah, now they've turned a deficit into a lead.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Play fake. Murray steps away.
And this one right back into the hands of Jefferson.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
26 big yards on that one. It's another 1st down.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray. He'll buy some time right. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22.
That could have been all bad.
5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. Here's Murray. Rolling to his right. And this is caught. Touchdown. Brandon Ayuk hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles had 6 to their lead. So he scrambled right, but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. New York's offense back out there and set to go.
And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards. From the 27, Allen.
That's into the hands of Akers, complete.
He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Giants on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Giants on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Allen now looks to throw.
And he's got Jordan complete right side. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
Give them the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a 1-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To the air, Allen.
He'll get this to Akers out of the backfield. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. To throw again on second down. Allen is airing it out for Williams. This is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. A big play, 3rd and 2. This crowd dying for a stop. Play action. Now it's Allen. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Well, for a tight end, he can definitely motor, and he shows off the wheels there after the catch as he's able to shake free. Allen will try to throw for it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. And the failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
Whoever come in the lead next, taking the Giants.
I think it was the right call to try and tie the game. Take an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
Person, okay, these bitches.
And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. And with the final fortnight of games upon us, teams jockeying for position. Some of these games really starting to take enormous importance as they always do this time of year.
I like how you use fortnight.
Hey, you're impressed, aren't you?
I am impressed. That means 2 weeks, if I'm not mistaken.
That does.
But how about exactly what you're talking about? Going down the stretch, how much importance is placed on these games? Look, everyone's talking about every game's important. When you get to this time of year, maybe that importance gets quadrupled. And that's where we are right now to see who can make their last run, their last push to get into the playoffs.
Sliding out of the pocket. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Another big play as they get 28 out of that one. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Throwing on first down is Murray. On the move to his left. This is caught. And he'll be out of bounds. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Jones. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
How the fuck does this happen?
Jones again.
And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Oh, Jones. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Eagles able to push further out in front.
So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
It certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field.
And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. first down, and they're going to throw with Allen.
That one tipped, and it's incomplete. A good hands there defensively, and second down.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab it, and that'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
In this situation, the dictation is coming from the defense, right? They're going to tell you, you can have 6, 7 yards, do that all the way downfield. Let's just go ahead and take the time off the clock. I think they've got to start attacking vertically a lot more.
Here's Allen.
He'll check this down to Akers out of the backfield.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down.
Well, speed is definitely a calling card if you play cornerback in this league, and he does a terrific job there of hustling in quickly to make the play.
Over the middle, complete. That's Robinson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Now Allen again.
Open man is Jordan, the tight end.
And some room to roam now. Touchdown, Giants.
Brevin Jordan
with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Giants have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the fourth.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all...
And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
So I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
They'll roll him out right. That's going to be caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Brandon Ayuk
with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Eagles add on to their lead.
So a heck of a drive right there with the game potentially hanging in the balance.
A very good drive, and now conversion to make it a 2-score game and a solid lead.
The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Josh Allen in the offense now. Down by 9. 2:23 to play. A 4th straight defeat looming on the horizon, barring a comeback here as they've got it with a first down. Throwing on first down is Allen. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at about the 31. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
After the turnover, here's Murray. And that'll be incomplete.
I I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
Now Allen to try again after the pick 6. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Looking to throw again on second down. Allen looking underneath. He's got Akers. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Robinson. And he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Short throw to Dissly. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
Options galore here, second and a few inches. Now Allen. And incomplete.
And now the focus is really clear. They need to get that first down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. Allen. Short throw to Dissly. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 3, and it gets him the first. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Will Dissly, the intended receiver,
but it's going to be second down. Here's Allen. Short throw to Dissly. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Clock rolling as the Giants will hurry to the line. And this is caught now for a touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not
Look at these
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it.
They are.
Touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like...
They might get the offside too.
Yeah, you know, it
doesn't feel right.
Exactly. Get to run the ball.
And the Eagles are going to recover. And that might be enough to put a bow on this one. Well, 4th quarter, it felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
But,
and I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there.
And that'll bring up second down. Now Murray. Rolling to his left.
And he's got this to Jefferson.
And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Back to throw it. Murray. He'll buy some time right. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Ooh,
Carlton Davis
all them
picks it.
time,
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
No offensive line
Took
whatsoever.
a big shot there. It pays
No
off.
defensive
A
line.
solid gain downfield. Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10. Allen. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
They took their shot for the end zone, almost cost them.
And he made the right play there, knocking it away. But, boy, it looked like he had a chance to come down with the football. If he does that, this thing is over. Instead, he leaves him out there with another chance.
Now, one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there